Hello, everybody, and welcome to online reflection for this week here on Liberton Kirk Online. It's lovely to join you, especially as we journey into a new month. We're firmly into the summer season indeed. It's great to step into the new month of July together. Let's read together as we discovered in the Psalms, Psalm 90, verse 17. It says this: May the favour of the Lord our God rest on us. Establish the work of our hands for us. Yes, establish the work of our hands. This psalm becomes especially striking when we remember its wilderness setting. It's usually attributed to Moses, but in some ways it also echoes Israel's long journey through that wilderness. A people learning to trust God in uncertainty, hardship, and that waiting. But here's the thing, the wilderness was never always about reaching a final destination. It was an encouragement for God's people to discover that God Himself would be in their dwelling places, that God Himself would be their guide and their sustainer. As the psalm reaches that closing prayer, Moses asks, Let the favour of the Lord our God be upon us and establish the work of our hands. But this isn't a prayer about worldly success or trying to live in a comfortable way. Rather, it becomes this prayer that whatever God's people will build, whatever God's people will strengthen, whatever God's people will provide or even establish would be shaped and sustained by God's own presence. Truly, God is the source and the driving force. And as I was reflecting on these words, it got me thinking about all the amazing things that I've been able to witness since I began this locumship in the beginning of October. And seeing the things how God's people can achieve when they recognize that their work is about building God's kingdom and creating those opportunities for people to see Christ in their heart. Think of all the amazing youth clubs that spring into life during the summer months. Think about Toasty Tuesday down at Liberton Northfield. Think about the food bank that takes place at Kirk. Think about the Sunday Club inviting younger people to encounter faith, and all those countless other acts of faithful service taking place quietly across our communities. Indeed, even the amazing opportunities that we have to reach out to those in our communities through pastoral care. It's a long list, if you think about it. But even despite all of this, perhaps we may feel that we are going through this wilderness journey, not very sure where God is working in the midst of constant change. But I think when we read this psalm, it becomes that classic example to look back and see the fruits that are already ripening. And more so, this psalm is written in that period of quiet prayer and contemplation. So, on a personal level, maybe there's something that you are doing behind the scenes that may not be easily recognized, yet helps to show God's grace and favor on His people. May these words that are written for us become that ultimate reminder that when we go to show God's love to the people that we encounter, it will never remain mundane. Only if we see before us the driving force, the sustainer, the source itself, ultimately the one who goes before us in the wilderness, walks beside us on that journey, but also brings to goodness and fruition the good work that He has begun already. God bless you, and until we encounter each other again, take care and God bless.